Throughout this podcast, I'm going to analyse the parts which stood out to me in the shower scene. Alfred Hitchcock creates tension in various ways through the scene. For example, in relation to sound, as Marion enters the shower, there is pure silence. The objective view of Marion in the shower reinforces a feel of voyeurism, as we shouldn't see her. This is somewhere which should be personal and not open to an outside view. The diegetic sound of silence emphasizes the uncomfortable and awkward position we are placed in as an audience, making the atmosphere tense due to the lack of sound. In terms of camera work, there is a use of a high-angle shot which presents Marion in the corner of the frame and the blurred figure, Norman Bates, in the center. This scene creates tension as the audience has no power in what will happen next, making us frustrated due to Marion's vulnerability. This concept is also reinforced in terms of mise-en-scène, as Marion is naked, which connotes sensitivity and innocence, which is a contrast to the figure of Norman wearing black. Well, not wearing black, but faded and blurred, as they have the control in the situation due to her unawareness. Hitchcock doesn't display Marion being attacked with a knife in a conventional way that you see in contemporary slashers. I believe he did this with intention of scaring the audience more, as the lack of blood and bruises makes the viewer imagine for themselves the violence which is occurring. This, in some ways, is more disturbing, as every individual will imagine it differently, making them find their deep and inner fears. This sense of imagination and perspective is emphasized by the use of sound, with the high-pitched violins increasing speed as they eventually meet a climax at her death. In the shower scene, editing is very important, specifically in the way there is a variety of angles and camera shots used as she is being murdered. For example, at the very start when Norman opens the shower curtain, there is a use of a close-up to a medium close-up, then extreme close-up of her mouth as she screams. These shots are in short takes and cut quickly, almost like a jump cut, which gives a sense of urgency and danger as Marion is about to be murdered. This results in the audience being shocked and startled at the use of editing draws their attention. Previously, when it was silent in the shower, the cuts in editing were much longer and calmer, so it transitioned quickly, which leaves an overall larger effect on the audience. Editing is extremely important as it reinforces the aspect of sound in the scene. For example, as Marion is being murdered, the music and editing synchronize together, which results in a stronger feeling of urgency. These are the key points I noticed while watching the shower scene of Psycho.